light does not want to cooperate. Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the authentic, the real, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. It's too damn hot in here. It's 86 outside. It's 84 in here. They cut down the lemon tree the other day. I am roasting. This is Pittsburgh unboxing, but I wanted to put this on. I'm all sweaty. I went out to feed the cats. And somebody, when I came back, left me 21 cans of Kirkland cat food, chunks and gravy, salmon and chicken. I think whoever did that. Fluffy, little girl, and Gray approved. I have not seen Mama Cat, and I haven't seen Kitten for a couple days. I hope she's all right. So this will ease my cat food. I can give Mama Cat comes in. Fluffy ate the whole can. He liked it. Little tiny one ate the whole can. I tried to pick her up again. She wiggled and clawed me, and I don't understand it. The Mexican guy used to live there. She loved him. He could pick her up and hold her and pet her and scratch her belly and scratch her ears. I try to pick her up. It's like being attacked by a ninja. I've been feeding her for 13 years. She's still frightened. Silly cat. I love her dearly. So I got this, and I got this box. Is kind of, it's not the box that came in with my phone. And party mix. Somebody put this in a party mix. And so somebody nicely brought me this. Is chicken recipe and chunks and salmon. So I give the salmon the tiny one, and the chicken everybody else. That means I can supplant my fancy feet with Fluffy. So I have a problem with eBay. The guy finally wrote me after I left negative feedback because he kept pressuring me to close out the return. He got the wrong cables. And now he says he's going to send me the right cable. Send me a mailing label. I'll return the cables. Send me the new cables. I'll remove the negative feedback. I don't screw around on eBay. I'm tired of people saying they're going to do something and they do nothing. These will not fit my iPhone. I'm going to return them. I'm an honest person. I talked to Country Door. They want $35. I gave them $40, but I ran out of money because I had to pay PG&E and the electric bill. And I've been rewatching a great movie that I really love called Fate is the Hunter from 1964. Glenn Ford, Suzanne Pleshette, Nehemiah Persoff. Can't remember his last name. Stanley played the Tribble merchant in The Trouble with Tribbles. Wally Cox, Jane Russell. It's about an airline executive who has to research the reason why one of their planes crashed and killed 53 people, with a great score by Jerry Goldsmith. Fate is the Hunter. So you can watch it on YouTube for free. I have it on DVD, and it is out on Blu-ray, but it's bloody expensive, like $50. So a lot of these things come out, get released, and then they pull them, and then you can't buy them. They're gone. So you have to get them on eBay, and they've overinflated prices. And I have about I'm counting now, 20, 25, 30, 40, 80, about 100 Blu-rays, and probably total with box sets and everything else, about 400 Blu-rays and DVDs. I'm slowly, when I have money to spare, converting everything to Blu-ray, and hope to get a Blu-ray player next year when I get a 4K TV set after I pay my bills. Okay, now this light is off, but the sunlight is making it look like it's on from the door. And here we have the channel numbers: 1,423,706 views, getting close to another 1,000. 20,878 subscribers. Thank you, new subscriber. Now let's go to the channel that will let me. I do YouTube Studio, and it doesn't like YouTube Studio for some reason. Oh, hold on, I went over there. So Oh, Trump leads in every key state according to Radio Politics. So that's interesting. All right, now I gotta find my channel here. No, I don't want to. I don't have any money for YouTube right now, Mr. YouTube. So until my new credit card that I'm awaiting for, uh, they told me on the 1st it had been mailed, and now they're saying it wasn't mailed until yesterday. And that would pay my electric bill and my internet bill and Fluffy shots. So, but Fluffy Gray and Tiny One loved the Costco. So it's 86 out there, and I came back. I took a shower before I left. I came back and soaked in sweat. Well, let me look at the Weather Channel. Of course, the Weather Channel, Weather Kitty, and the Dot do not have the same weather. All right, the Weather Channel. Welcome, everybody. Okay. Tonight's low temperature will be nearly the same as last night's. I was sweating to death in here. I went to sleep back to sleep this afternoon. All right, they said at 12 p.m. it was 73, and at 4 p.m. it was 87, and now it's 83. Going down to 58, I'll believe it when I see it. Of course, this apartment being that there's no shade, I die in here. Tomorrow will be 90, 88. We were supposed to originally have nice, comfortable temperatures in the low 80s. Saturday, 88, I got to go out tomorrow. Sunday, 79. Monday, 80. Tuesday, 82. 86, 85, 83, 80s. Which means usually it goes up to really 90s with clouds. And of course, no rain. It's still August. And let's look up where Kathy lives. How she's doing. It is actually cool there for a change. It's 87 today. Oh, 91 was the high there. 92, 96, 87, 85. So you're going to get a cooling temperature. It'll be high 80s, and then the 19th back up into the 90s. And Top Cat. Pleasant Hill, where I got to go tomorrow. I have to pay the Citibank. I didn't get up today. It's 92 right now, 94 tomorrow. And allergies are mid-range, meaning my nose started running. And let's see, San Francisco is 62. That's where you need to go. And Las Vegas, 105 with 106. Well, basically 100s. There's no 90s or 80s. At night it gets down to 88. And let's look up where Top Cat is. And if you're watching this, hello Bellamy, the cat, all the cats. Okay, Boston is 85 with cloudy with wind, partly cloudy weather, good conditions for breathing, and I should hope you would be breathing. And then he'll be 79 next week, starting on the 16th. So, nobody put me up to making a YouTube channel. What is that crap? I'm going to remove that comment. That's insulting. I started doing a YouTube channel when I saw other people doing YouTube channels. I know they're trying to get a expert marksman said they're going to keep at it. And they had new video. Cop climbed up on the roof, saw the shooter, and ran away in terror. And couldn't even. He was trying to load his second gun in his car and still kept running. Could have shot the guy. This whole deal with Trump is so screwed up, but he's a survivor. He will keep fighting. So, nobody put me up starting my own YouTube channel. I saw videos and said, hey, I can do that. Of course, I was hoping to make money at it to help me feed the cats, since I've been on YouTube going in December will be 14 years, and my revenue from last year is way down. So I don't know if that's everybody's. My lampshade is upside down because the giant one that used to be on there, the top part that holds the lamp. Oh, ow, ow. God, my left arm is hurting. What the hell? The part here disintegrated and came off the lamp, and I have to have some kind of shade, and it's really not upside down. It just looks, well, I guess it is, depending on which way you look at it. This is not the lampshade. This is not the drone you see. This is not the lampshade that goes in the lamp, but it's the only one. The one that I have is in the bedroom, and when I get the money, I will drag it to Walmart and get a new lampshade. It's a really huge lampshade. It's about this big, but it will no longer. There's nothing. The metal part that goes here is gone. So I found this on the street, and that's what I'm using as a lampshade, because otherwise it's too damn bright. And now I've got to turn it around because I'm going to stay. Oh, that ain't going to work. So that's the best I can do. So it is, because if I turn this on now, it's going to get very bright. And hold on. I can't see. It's the only lampshade I've got for it. And a new lampshade is about $30, so I haven't had the money. So it may be upside down, but when you're poor, you do what you can. Why didn't they take out Trump? There was discussion of a civil war. And you can bet that some on the right will probably act and revenge Trump. And I won't say any more because I want the Secret Service at my door. But Trump showed his ear in the press conference yesterday, answered 30 questions where Kamala, she briefly talked about the 3 debates and said, yeah, there will be a debate, after saying there wouldn't be a debate. She makes Biden look like Stephen Hawking and Einstein. She's stupid. With that nonsense about you have to know what we did yesterday to know what we do tomorrow, and you have to have a community bank. She comes up with stuff that only she knows what the hell she's talking about. Well, he's never invited me. I know Dave Scott. I sent his child one of these that lights up. I've seen him at UFOCon twice. He bought me Taco Bell the last UFOCon, but there are no more UFOCons because the woman running it went dead. I miss going there. And I don't know if there'll ever be a live alien con again. They seem to have gone, it's like giant Zoom call time. And I was absolutely astounded. I miss art too, every day. I was astounded when they had a story about Comic-Con where now the attendees at San Diego Comic-Con are 135,000 people. I can remember it was 10,000 people, and I had a chance in 1968. Like several times, my mother would not give me the money to go off because she was determined to have her foot on my neck, because she was a control freak and was also convinced I would never succeed in anything. And when I asked her for help for two items, she wouldn't do it. friend of mine named Alan Weiss was an artist for DC Comics, and he said, if you can get to San Diego, I've set up an interview with the editors of Superman. And you would go to New York and become an associate editor of Superman. Well, I love Superman. It's my favorite comic. And she wouldn't give me any money. I would have taken the bus to San Diego. And I had friends willing to let me sleep on their floor in the hotel room, but I had no money to get there. So that was one job. The other job is that I needed $1,000 to move to Albuquerque when William Henry Gates III asked me to go work for Microsoft when they were working at Alps. He said, we're eating pizza, we're living on couches, and I said, nerd time. And the 12 disciples, the 12 employees who all got stock options, all became billionaires. And years later, my mother complained about our lot in life, how I should be taken care of. I said, Mother, if you'd let me go to Albuquerque, you would have been taken care of for the rest of your life. And when she gave me grief about working in low-end jobs, I'd say, Bill Gates, Mother, shut up. And I've seen Bill at functions. It's been a very long time. And made him laugh. I said, hi, Bill, you still rich? He said, hi, George. How you doing? I'm still poor, but would like to be rich because poor suck. He laughed. And I knew Steve Jobs. We used to argue. Steve was not nice to employees. He would yell. And then Wozniak was a sweetheart. And I met Alan Bushnell of Atari and lots of people in the gaming industry. My kind of games. Not the stuff now that I can't play. Well, Windows is like, I think, a window to the world. They used to have an actual window pane with 4 panes, so I think that's where they got Windows. So, there may be UFO-cons, but it costs her a lot of money to run those. And she's a dear friend, and she loves when I feed the cats, so. Steve Jobs was a brilliant marketer, was a brilliant guy with let's find out how we can do this and put it out as a product. But as a person, I can't use the word I want to use, begins with A. He treated his daughter like crap. He treated everybody like crap. And that element of his personality was he liked making employees. He would scream at employees and fire them at a whim, and start the Lisa project, and that was, did not work out well. And other projects, there was prototype. I wish they would do one thing. Somebody, I didn't watch the video yet. They had a smaller M3 to be like a G4 with a little umbrella, the half ball on the bottom, and you could adjust the screen. That was the coolest Mac ever, other than the Mac Cube. I had one, but the problem with those, the springs in the thing kept getting loose, and your screen would droop. But I wish they'd come out with a small version of that, or put a Mac Mini in it. There is talk now they're going to have all of their devices go straight to the M3 chip or M4 chip, I can't keep track, and they're all going to have AI. And I don't know if AI is good or not, because I've heard things that it's potentially not so good for humanity. I cleaned the hell out of this place, by the way. It still needs more cleaning, but my right arm, because I lifted the cat about a month ago, was killing me. My lower back was on fire the other day. But it is a lot cleaner in here than it was. So, but I used to talk to Wozniak on the phone, and I gave away one. I recycled one computer at Woz's phone number on it, so I can't get hold of Wozniak. Wozniak, one of the nicest people in the world. And I would like to talk to that guy Ivy, who designed a lot of the Apple products. He left Apple. I guess, when Tim Cook came in. So, well, I don't know if AI will make all this. I think we're relying too much on AI, and I think there's a dark web thing about AI that it who controls the AI. So California is not going to sink. They were talking about that. There was a book by a guy who was a chronicle writer years ago. Can't remember. I can't look it up right now because I'm watching Fate as the Hunter on the other channel. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. By the way, more earthquakes in Bakersfield today. Another 5.3. Another 7.1. 12 miles southeast of Miyazaki, Japan. And 405 million on one of the lotteries. Olive Garden rival goes bankrupt. And let's see here. Kurt Gentry, I think. Let me look it up. He did a best-selling book, The Late Great State of California. But he did it, I think, in 1965, where California sank in the ocean. But that's not going to happen because, here we go. It was a novel. One guy on Abe's Books has this for $497. Are you nuts? No, $501. A paperback for five. That's insane. Anyway, I don't know if you can see this. There's the cover. I read the book, but it postulated the entire state would fall in the ocean. But you have two plates. And I do not remember the name of the plates. They're the continental shelf plate, the other plate. One is going north. Los Angeles is moving north at about 3 inches a year, and eventually it will wind up in Seattle. And Seattle is moving, and eventually it will wind up in Central America. So, of course, when that eventually happens, all the cities along the coast will collapse because they're not going to take being moved, 1,000 miles? But what happens with the plates is they go like this, and they start rubbing against each other. And that's what causes large earthquakes off the coast. But then you have the San Andreas fault. You have the new fault they just found with the Bakersfield, that the USGS keeps downgrading things because they only want so many earthquakes to be so much percentage. And they downgraded that what should have been a 6 the other day down to a 5.4. But everybody around the Bakersfield and LA felt it. So you're not going to have the California fall into the ocean. So I like that. Don't read this book. It's stupid. That's called a journal. You can. Yeah, I've got spiral books I bought years ago at Walmart for the incredible price of 10 cents that I would use for school. So when I was going to school, or use for writing down my credit bills. When I had far more credit cards than now. So I'm no good at spreadsheets. If someone ever wants to come visit me and teach me how to use a spreadsheet, keep track of my bill. And I miss having Quicken on my computer. Instead of having it where you got to pay for it online, I like the old days where it was on a disc. but it doesn't get upgraded. That's the old stuff you can't use anymore. Old software. See, it's not that hot in here for once. I'm usually sweat pouring down with the fans off. But that new quake a couple days ago in Bakersfield, they found a new fault line. And then there was a quake on the San Andreas fault. The San Andreas fault runs the length of California practically, and part of it goes off into the ocean off of San Francisco, which is where the 1906 quake was centered that devastated San Francisco, Oakland, Santa Rosa, Santa Cruz, and Santa Rosa has been hit several times and demolished by major earthquakes. I used to live there. And that's the furthest north, except the crappy Indian casino. It wouldn't give me a cup of coffee at 4:30 in the morning. I've ever been in California. I've been to Reno, but that's east. Ice maker is holding up just fine. I'm going to have to get some vinegar, and I may ask Kathy to help me carry it because my arm is still killing me from the cat litter box and all the scrubbing I do. I still have to scrub the oven and the kitchen walls. And got more bottles today, so I know who Clyde Lewis is. How come nobody ever invites me onto one of these channels? I've certainly been around longer than some of these guys, and I don't like Rogan. I don't care for Rogan. So, no, the ice maker is. God damn it. Look at that. I go to point the ice maker out. The shoulder says, no, you're not. My shoulder is like a rock right now. It hurts. Too much scrubbing. It'll probably take me a month. I need a heating pad. Somewhere in my heating pad, it's probably in the stuff at Kathy's. One day I'll get it out of Kathy's. The ice maker is in the hallway across where the old Mac used to be. And my other Mac table in the bedroom, the shelf for the keyboard is collapsing. So I'm going to probably tear that down and get a new table. So, I moved the milk crate up there, and I'm going to put paranormal books in there. I did read the survival book, and I read about half of the Roswell Encyclopedia with lots of debunking going on. And yeah, I get my phone waking me up if I don't turn the ringer off. And since I couldn't pay all my bills since May, since I got COVID and overrun, they're all screaming at me. I have to start calling people on Monday. I hate being behind in bills. I hate being poor. And if I had to start all over again, I would have found some venue, some channel on the internet that would have made me a lot more money than YouTube. I don't get squat off YouTube. I'm going to get up, and if I scream, I will apologize, because when I push in my arm, it hurts like hell. And I got to go look up, what the hell is his channel? I can't remember. He had runners along the floor. You could put your Ethernet cable on, because they keep tripping on the Ethernet cable and all the other damn cables. I went AI wireless, where you don't have to plug anything in except the power cord. Oh, my knee doesn't like me either. Hold on. Be careful with these shorts, because they will fall off me. Oh! Okay, we have here. Also, dust is starting to form. Lots of dust. All right, I cooked the drumsticks. Mama Cat and Fluffy like the chicken. I'm saving it if I see little girl. I will give Mama Cat the rest of the chicken. I went through this, which gave me the idea to cook the drumsticks. This I've done about halfway. I'm going to do a review on it when it's done. This is a book someone left downstairs. The Diet Center program, Lose Weight and Keep It Off Forever. I don't believe that for a second. I haven't even looked at this one. And I can lose weight immediately. I can throw this book out. And then the Natural Disaster book. And cold, let's see. Respond to fires, ride the waves, survive a volcanic eruption, ride out an earthquake. Yeehaw! Get a saddle and ride that sucker. Wait till it stops moving. So, I've been in 2 major earthquakes, and technically, I was in the Sylmar quake. I was taking a shower at the time. Oh, here we go. The Pacific Ring of Fire, the Alpine Belt, the Gujarat Belt in India, the Senda Megathrust Fault in Sumatra, the San Andreas Fault in the U.S., San Jacinto Fault Zone, which is in, I'm not sure, I can't see that. Then there's the Alaskan Aleutian Fault, the North Anatolian Fault in Turkey, the Alpini Belt Fault, East Anatolian Fault in Turkey, the New Madrid Fault in like Missouri or Tennessee, somewhere like that. The Enriquillo Plantain Garden Fault Zone in Jamaica and Hispaniola, wherever Hispaniola is. The Cayman Trench, the Liquine Ofgul Fault in Chile. Chile has had a 9.5 in 1970. And so you have fault lines all around the Pacific Rim, and that's what causes the earthquakes. But if a fault in Japan hits, it lessens the pressure off the San Andreas and other faults. And no, yeah, that loon of stealing quarters, he's a total nutcase. I stay away from him because I don't know how one day he's going to snap and try to kill somebody, pull a knife on me. I leave my neighbors alone for the most part, and except for my nice one with all the millions of succulent plants. Kathy left the laundry room mess, and I told Kathy off because I got chewed out 3 times by my neighbor about that. And I didn't do with it. And I told her afterwards I was in no physical shape to go out and sweep the laundry room because everything hurt. So, but they're entitled to their privacy. Now, some people know I do YouTube in the building. But more people, Martinez, have talked to me and said, I see your YouTube channel. So, excuse me. But now, the imposter, which YouTube refuses to remove the channel, even though he has stolen my excerpts of my book, my mystery novel, and he will never show his true face because he's not me. But now this shirt says the guy from Pittsburgh. So now this guy cannot say he is the official, the guy from Pittsburgh. People think he's me, and that crap has stopped finally. I got lots of emails. Is that your channel? Are you asking for donations? He claims to be Missouri, which is where Belgab, the evil troll site is, and claims he's gotten thousands of dollars in donations. It's all BS. Another guy claimed he was me who had a P.O. box in Pittsburgh. I called the Pittsburgh post office. They said there was no such box. So that was a lie. And I don't know why anybody would pretend to be me. It's very, very mean. So, well, your chat just got typed with the heart. Are you weird like J.C. Vance? I don't trust people who use their initials like E. Howard Hunt and G. Gordon Liddy. Makes me nervous. What are they hiding? I won't tell you their real name. So now let's see if there's chat in the other direction or not. I'll tell you one thing. I'll show. What the hell? Oh, that's weird. I try to go up the chat and I can only go so far. Oh, there we go. All right. Live chat as opposed to dead chat. Okay. G. Gordon Liddy scared the hell out of me. When he would do those Roswell Capital gold ads, you must buy gold with Roswell Capital. I go, holy cow. I better buy gold, but this guy kills me. You didn't buy gold. It's time for you to die. The funniest commercial he ever did for that, this guy comes over and wants to date with his daughter, and he starts interrogating the guy. What are your intentions? How much money do you make? Do you have any money invested in an IRA? Do you have any money in gold and silver? To date my daughter, you must have money with Roswell Capital. The guy is literally shaking in his boots. Oh my God! I just want to take her out to go see a movie or something, and he's giving me the fifth degree. I think I forget if it was E.R. Hunt or Liddy. One of the two was on a plane that crashed, and there was all kinds of strange conspiratorial strangeness about that. But they were Watergate guys, and Nixon made a big mistake letting them try to break. I never understood why they broke into the Democratic National Committee offices. Hell, they could have got someone to apply for a job there and gotten the documents they wanted out of the filing cabinet that way. I wouldn't have gotten caught. But Nixon lied about it, and it was on tape. Then some of the 18 minutes of the tape by his secretary Rosemary disappeared. And we found out later that Johnson had been taping stuff, and Ford and other presidents. So I wonder if Bill Clinton taped himself having sex with Monica Lewinsky. I'll not have sex with that woman. Well, I don't know how to tell you, but oral sex is sex. Maybe not in Arkansas, where they have sex with strange animals and make bacon. And Trump keeps talking about bacon. He can't afford bacon. He must crave BLTs like I do. I went to Nations. Kathy bought me one. I paid for the other one. A bacon, lettuce, and potato sandwich, which is frankly mostly a big chunk of iceberg lettuce, is now $12. So, okay, now, where did my phone go? Down home. Where did my phone go? I'm gonna look something else. Oh, okay. Guy from eBay just wrote me. I can't. Okay. Hold on, I'm writing this guy to eBay about my cables. Okay. Now, I'm going to look up. Can't believe $500 that book. Okay. Will California sink into the ocean? No, California is not going to fall in the ocean. The state is located on the Earth's crust, spanning two tectonic plates that are slowly moving past each other. The Pacific Plate, which includes the Pacific Ocean, and the North American Plate, the San Andreas Fault System, which runs from the Salton Sea to Cape Mendocino, marks the boundary between the two plates. The Pacific Plate moves northwest relative to the North American Plate at 46 millimeters a year, which is similar to the rate at which fingernails grow. This causes stripe-slip earthquakes on the San Andreas Fault. The plates only move a few feet at best. This prevents tension building up to the point where a large piece of land would break away from another piece of land, slowly move away from each other, taking millions of years to make significant changes. The movement of the plates is causing San Francisco and LA to slowly move closer together at a rate of about 2 inches per year. The two cities can be adjacent in about 15 million years. So I will make sure I'll be here for that event on YouTube. 15 million year old guy on YouTube. Hello, I'm the 15 million year old guy on YouTube. Of course, we went to AI implants years ago. So, now this is the iPhone 10. It works fine. It does have a bad habit of sliding off the bed and everywhere else. No, I don't think that Mala will win. Her pick of Wiltz, who's false valor, claimed he was a command sergeant major and all that, and claimed he was fighting in Afghanistan, which was not. He went back home to run for Congress, and he's anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment. He's pro-abortion. He's also nuts. His wife opened the windows. Oh, Trump had a phone call. Trump talked about this. A bunch of MAGA guys showed up on his lawn with American flags. I felt threatened to these MAGA guys. Will you both tell them to go home? They're threatening me. I'm scared of MAGA. I'm scared of the people brandishing the American flag. Well, Trump got a hold of him and said, hey, time to leave. Leave him alone. And he thanked Trump for doing that. That's the only reaction Trump had. But Trump, he's far left. Both Harris and this Wills, or however you pronounce it, are far Marxist communist, and Wills is even farther to the left than Kamala. Kamala's bad. She wants to ban guns too. I'm very pro Second Amendment, and they also hate free speech. They hate you having an automobile. They want to go all electric. They want to make sure you take public transit and all that other nonsense. So, no, the 7 fell into the. I had my cup of peach Snapple, and I was playing a game on the 7, and it fell asleep, and it dropped into the peach Snapple, and it's dead. I don't even know what it is right now. I will probably get an iFixit kit, see if I can open it, and see if I can try it out with. I go get a hairdryer. Maybe it would live again, but Apple said once it's soaked past a certain point, it's not going to live. But I've seen YouTube videos where they get things recovered. So, do not use rice. That doesn't work. Do not use cat litter. That doesn't work. You have to put it in front of a blower or a fan for 3 days. But I shook the hell out of it. And do not. You ever drop your iPhone or Android phone? Don't put it in the charger. It does something to make it die. So I made that mistake. I didn't know. So. Well, Trump also mentioned Willie Brown. He said he hadn't talked to Willie Brown for years, but Willie Brown told him in confidence a whole bunch of things about Kamala. He said much of it was very terrible. So, and that was his mistress. So when you talk crap about your own mistress, that's pretty bad. And Willie Brown got her appointed to commissions and all kinds of things. That's how she got prominent in California. And I suspect Willie regrets that. But I knew Willie Brown not well. Sat in the mayor's office. He used to, when I was a news vendor a long time ago, he used to buy a paper for me every night for $1 when the paper was 15 cents or 10 cents, and drove a Porsche. I kept asking him. I made him mad at me. I saw him, and someone, 14-year-old kid stole my Plymouth Reliant, which was in effectively brand new shape. 50,000 miles. The owner went back to Kuwait and got shot by the Republican Guard. And I said, "Hey, what? You still got that Porsche?" I sold it. Promised me a ride, just like a politician. You lied to me. He got madder now. I was kidding, but it really offended him. You don't make fun of the mayor of San Francisco. I knew every mayor from George Christopher all the way through Art Agnos, and including the horrible anti-gun, anti-freedom Dianne Feinstein, who stayed in the Senate much too long, stayed there until she died. Her own people were telling people she had resigned. Not that I know of. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna remove that comment too. I don't allow sexual comments in here. We know what they did together, but I thought it was terrible that she showed up at Willie Brown's birthday party when his wife was there. That's really tacky. Hi, I'm Kamala. I'm your husband's, you know what, begins with a B. Or the black community calls her the hoe. So, how come it's cool? I guess the one night I'm wearing this shirt. Oh, by the way, guy at eBay put the fear of God into him. He changed his tune when I said, I have a YouTube channel, the guy from Pittsburgh. How about I tell everybody on YouTube not to buy from you? I gave him negative feedback because he was being unreasonable. Now he sent me a picture, to take a picture of the QR to print out a mailing. But I told everybody I have a printer, but the cartridges have dried out. I have to buy new cartridges. Then I got to drag the printer all the way over here, find a place to plug it in, call Canon, and say reset it up on this Mac. So, Willie Brown comes from Alabama or Mississippi. I do not think he was related to James Brown. So, but let's look it up. We get into weird discussions on this channel. Is Willie Brown? I don't know if James Brown is his real name or not. Here's one to Judge Joe Brown. Is he related to Judge Joe Brown? I'm not sure who Judge Joe Brown is. Is Bobby Brown related to James Brown? Born March 20th, 1934. So he's up there. He is 41st mayor of San Francisco, 1996 to 2004, preceded by Frank Jordan, unfortunately succeeded by Gavin Newsom, minority leader of the California Assembly, Speaker of the California Assembly, and he did a good job in the Assembly, actually. So he was in the National Guard and the Army. I didn't know that. 126th Medical Battalion for 3 years in the 50s. Born in Texas, so I got that wrong. Graduated from San Francisco State University at Dr. Juris University, California, Hastings College. Been in there many times. And his long tenure used as a focal point of the ballot proposition limiting the terms of state legislators that passed in 1990. And During his tenure, the city's budget expanded, real estate development, public works, beautification, other city projects saw an increase. Presided over the dot-com era, and he could not run for a third term, so he got his protege, Gavin Newsom, the nephew of the evil Nancy Pelosi. So of course, the mayor that I really liked was worked for him for governor. It's Joseph Alioto. I've done product reviews. That hasn't done me any good. Well, why don't you send me an email and let me know who that is, because I'm not aware of any lady. Lady of Spain, I adore you, but I've never met someone from Spain. Spain has a lot of rain. People always tell me this stuff, and then nothing happens with it. So. Well, that cut it off. For some reason, my keyboard cuts the first half of it where I'm typing off. I don't know why. I need a new keyboard. This thing is probably, it's falling on the floor a lot. All right, send me an email. That might be Erin, but she does. I'm not impressed with Temu. I keep getting emails to them, but they want you to buy stuff and spend $40, $50 to get free stuff. I don't go for that. You want to give me free stuff? Give me free stuff. Yeah, it's Erin. She changed her channel, and she's very successful now. She had problems. Her father got ill. She got ill. We're friends. But she gets free Temu stuff because she gets a lot of stuff from Temu. Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't watched her channel for a while. I've been dealing with, for a week, cleaning the house, including the help of Kathy. Bedroom has empty boxes. It is a lot cleaner, but there's a lot of laundry to be done next month. So that'll be my... I don't know. Satan hates everybody. He is the master of hate. That's all I know. I only hate trolls. And people who abuse women and animals and children. Boy, the ice melts fast in this thing. They did a sting operation at the Comic-Con. They arrested, I think, 14 people trying to get young girls to go to slavery, and 135,000 people now attend the San Diego Comic-Con. I keep wanting to go there, but I don't have the money. Another reason to donate to the channel to help me feed the cats. I don't have to spend my cash feeding the cats, so I can pay down bills and go to functions. You guys are slitting your own throats. You could see me with a new iPad going to functions and conventions and stuff, but you won't donate. So you can also donate to Super Chat. Just click on the $sign. But that never happens with you guys. I'm going to look that up, and then I think I'm done. I'm getting hungry, and I'd like to have my fans back on before I wilt. It's not that hot in there. I've got to do this stupid thing here. I got 2 videos to be cooking the chicken I got to put on later tonight. Every time I use a phone, there's all these windows I got to close. Okay. Monopoly's hounding me. Oh, boy, all these games that say you can make money for free are all full of crap. All right. Let's look this up and then I'm done. Oh, the Steelers lost. Fire Mike Tomlin. Fire Mike Tomlin. My mantra. Fire Mike Tomlin. Okay. Let's see. This is from some church. Satan hates women. The King's Reset Day 18. Let's see. Satan is on a warpath to erase womanhood. I wasn't aware of that. Wants to recreate humanity after his own evil imagination. A world where there's neither female nor male, but a gobbled-guck mockery of what God intended. And we were created to have fellowship with God, worship Him as Creator and Lord. The enemy Lucifer, before he was cast out of heaven, had this privilege. He was built as an instrument of worship, leading the holy angelic choir in all heaven in adoration of God. And Eve is the first reading. Eve, the mother of human beings. The enemy targeted Eve, made sure to deceive her, and Adam second. And the Savior Christ was born of a woman. Well, I don't go that, so. And I'm not a Christian, never become a Christian. But I'm going to get started on that. Here, but this guy, God, Satan's enmity toward women, and it's a long article. So look this stuff up. I'm not going to. So. I don't think Michael Savage is a phony at all. I've got his books. I've listened to him for years. He's a very educated man. He knows about dieting and plants and natural cures. Don't think he's a phony at all. As far as I know, any conservative talk shows I've listened to is not a phony, although I have issues with Bill O'Reilly, and particularly his conclusions that General Patton was not murdered. I have seen the proof. I'd like to talk to him about that one day. He's got a new book out. Books are very interesting. I also do not believe that Oswald was the lone gunman, nor was he on the X-Files. A little X-Files humor there. Oswald was a patsy. One day I will get myself hypnotized and try to find information I have lost because Melvin Belli was my mother and my attorney, and I forgot when Melvin Belli told me about Jack Ruby because you're Jack Ruby's attorney. So, anyway, I'm going to go. Remember, you can join the channel for $3.99. Now, $4 a month would not kill you guys. That's $48 a year. And I would get 70% of that skimmed off the top. So, $4, they take out. Computer, what is 70% of $4?
70% of $4 is $2.
I get $2.80, which is why I'm not getting rich on YouTube from a $3.99 channel membership. And for a $7 channel membership, you get $5. Well, I had 20 people, that's $100 a month. That would pay for most of my cat food purchases. All right, I'm going to go. I don't hate women at all unless they're crazed leftist Marxist. I've noticed something else. I saw speech with Kamala Harris, and I looked at the women in the audience, and a lot of leftist women are fat and ugly, and I wouldn't go to bed with them if they were the last women on earth if I were 50 years younger. And they're shrews. They're angry at the world. They hate men. They hate married couples. They're big into gayness and lesbianism. And as Dr. Rich says, he calls them transformers or TSs. And they put weird tattoos on dress buying. My all-time favorite stupidity. It's on X Twitter where they show up at events dressed as human vaginas. It's so idiotic. If I saw that it had the funds, I would drive up with a truck full of giant tampons and say, "Here, put these in your vagina." Oh, I'm sorry. These are the 4th of July fireworks tampons. I'm sorry, I just lit the fuse. Blow up your fake vaginas. I don't know any woman who's into wearing a plush vagina when they go out in public, because normal people don't do craziness like that. All right, that's it for this one. Hopefully one day you guys will donate to the channel. Thanks for coming in, Sparky. Thank you, the Avery. Where is that oatmeal guy? Shaquille Oatmeal. He always comes in late. I'm surprised he isn't here. But there you have the official shirt. The guy from Pittsburgh. And if I had more room, I would have. I was surprised. I had another seller years ago saying he couldn't do this. I should have put the one, the only, the original. May do that with the next shirt. This shirt was not cheap. But it's my channel. All mine. All right. I will see you when LA reaches San Francisco. That would save me BART fare. Maybe San Jose. New project, $5 billion. They're going to build BART to San Jose, but it won't be ready till 2037. I'll be dead by then. Kathy, too, my friend Paul. Have a great night. Stay cool, stay dry, stay hydrated, stay safe. And watch out for Satan's minions who hate women. They probably want to have relations with you. Or probably want their relations to move in with you. I don't know what. But I didn't ban it. Not to the best of my knowledge. Okay, look, that was interesting. Get rid of chat. I got Greg Gutfeld, whom I watch every day. I love Gutfeld. He's very funny. I gotta go. My arm is still killing me, and I don't know. Mama Cat has usually shown up by now. I hope she's all right. I hope this crazy guy's standing downstairs with a white long sleeve shirt on in 86-degree heat, and I hope he doesn't hurt any more cats. I can't prove it, but I'm convinced he killed my little girl cat, whom I love very, very much, my sweetie. Okay, that's it for now. I gotta move those books. I may have Kathy help me with that. Because the one milk crate is starting to bend. Too many books on top of it. So I'll have to check later on to see if Shaq is banned or not. I don't think so, though. All right, I will see you next time. Tomorrow, when I get back from Pleasant Hill, I will see about drinking that pumpkin ale, Halloween pumpkin ale. And there's some new shirts I would like to buy. Kathy wants at least one of them, but they're not cheap. So $20, $30. There's one that's Thanksgiving based with a cat. There's another one with cats with a therapist. There's one with cats medication. There's one cute one with cat drinking coffee in the morning. So lots of cute shirts out there. The video guy goes out. Oh, there's this weird thing. I should use this as a channel icon if I can. There are these pants. And then I'm done with this. There are these pants with Godzilla, and his head is It's the newer Godzilla, not the one I grew up with. His head is right in the middle of your crotch, and there's this cat as Catzilla, and his paw is right where your crotch is. These are pants you can buy. They're like cargo pants, soft cargo pants. And there's one with a giant octopus going up your crotch, and I'm going like, hello, I'm not going to wear octopus flavored pants. That's too weird. There's a great shot. I thought there were 12. There are 6 American eagles on some guy's porch, and it's got snow. They ask, what do you do when you see these outside? Well, first thing you do is salute. You salute the eagles. All right, with that in mind, I will go. Have a great night. Stay cool, stay safe, stay hydrated. Watch the skies. And, oh, God. Someone send me a heating pad so I can put this in my arm. This thing keeps getting worse. I had my doctor examine me last time I went there, and she said it's not the rotator cuff, but how do you know if you don't do a CAT scan? So, I don't know. All right, that's it for this one. This is George Senda, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, except no cheesy YouTube imposters. Now it's official. I have the shirt to prove it. See you later. Bye-bye for now. By the way, in December, 14 years of doing this. God help me, why?